setting up for a big right hand. Chuck Diamond here, along with JL, and of course, your despicable mug has to be on the intro card, JL.
How did that get there? I had nothing to do with it, I swear.
But nonetheless, we have great action here this week on Chuck and Jimmy's All-Stars. We're going to have a one-on-one matchup. Vampyre Kaval to go one-on-one with your favorite indeed, JL, Mickey McNelson.
Well, it actually might be decent instead of you misrepresenting like you do on the Mud Show, and you say that's going to be great, and it's crap.
Well, let's get to the action right now, JL.
Let's take you to ringside.
Chuck Diamond here, along with JL, bringing you the very first edition of Chuck and Jimmy's All-Stars, bringing you this one-on-one match.
Wait a minute. I thought we were doing the All-Stars. This looks like the Mud Show, Chuck.
Well, this is the All-Stars. JL is...
You could have fooled me. Look at the quality of this camera here.
As right now, we have a one-on-one match. Vampyre Kaval to go one-on-one with Mickey McNelson.
Well, at least you brought the talented one out here. This ought to be worth it.
Yes, indeed, Mickey McNelson, a capable competitor, as is Vampyre Kaval.
I don't know about that. You're kind of stretching it there, Chuck.
But yes, we will be bringing you more editions of Chuck and Jimmy's All-Stars.
Where's that, who's that Touch My Crotch or whatever his name is that walks around outside? What's his name?
Pat McGroin, the manager of the Irish Revolution.
Yeah, that guy. Whatever his name is.
Well, right now, Mickey McNelson being out-wrestled by Vampyre Kaval.
Hey, where's the untalented one, Chuck?
Seamus McNelson?
That's the one.
Well, I believe Seamus McNelson is at ringside. It's hard to tell from this vantage point.
Well, at least I can't see him. That's good.
As right now, we have, yes, a tie-up by both men yet again. The size advantage definitely goes to Mickey McNelson. And now, off the ropes, ducks the clothesline, and a flying clothesline by Vampyre Kaval!
Yeah, I'm not one to say things about the talented one, but I'm going to say he really whiffed that guy bad.
Well, Vampyre Kaval ducked that clothesline, and now arm drag by Vampyre Kaval, and another one takes Mickey McNelson down. Mickey McNelson perhaps underestimating Vampyre Kaval.
Well, you know, he's got these enhancements and all. You know, being a vampire, I mean.
Well, we won't go there. Mickey McNelson, of course, had some derogatory remarks about Vampyre Kaval before this match.
And that's just fine. Why would you even listen to the guy that thinks he's a vampire? He probably built a little coffin at home so he could really relive the experience. First of all, Mickey McNelson is carrying this match because obviously he has all the talent, Chuck. This other guy's just like a third wheel.
Well, Vampyre Kaval just taking down Mickey McNelson with that boot out of the corner when Mickey McNelson came charging in. Mickey McNelson, like I said, perhaps underestimating Vampyre Kaval.
You know, there's a rumor going around that Chuck and Jimmy are going to be starting their own Hall of Fame. And as an added bonus, I think I'm going to nominate Mickey McNelson. This guy's great.
Well, I'm sure you would, as right now we've seen him on the Outlaw Mud Show, but this is Chuck.
That wasn't his fault! It's the people he was wrestling, Chuck!
But we are doing Chuck and Jimmy's All-Stars right now at the moment as Vampyre Kaval only gets a 2 count on Mickey McNelson after that cross-body.
And what a great match this is turning out to be, all because of Mickey McNelson. It has nothing to do with that guy in the chinos that he got from the Gap.
Well, right now...
Which one you had? I don't know. They all look the same to me.
And we will be seeing a return of Chuck and Jimmy's Outlaw Mud Show event.
Oh, wait a minute! I thought that was over with!
Well, JL, that remains to be seen.
I was under the impression management said that we were never going back to that.
Well, JL...
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Let me read this paper I just got handed. Oh, no. Chuck and Jimmy's All-Stars will run the rest of the year. And then, oh, no, the Mud Show's coming back the first of the year, 2022. Why me?
Well, JL, we will get to that at a later time, but right now, Mickey McNelson with the advantage on Vampire Kaval, as you figure he would have, and he drops the knee to the leg of Vampire Kaval.
All right, he needs to wipe this guy up. Wrap it up here, Mickey. We know you're talented. You don't have to show off so much, okay? This other Chino Gap guy that I think he calls him Vampire Kaval, but I don't know how you can tell them all apart. That might be Chuck Diamond.
Well, you've made some accusations about Vampire Kaval on this show and our other show, not to mention names.
All I said was he was using enhancements. I don't know what those could be. It could be his vampire strength. Who knows?
Well, Vampire Kaval with the head scissors takes Mickey McNelson outside of the ring. Well, yes, indeed. As right now, Vampire Kaval trying to recover, and we see Pat McGroin at ringside.
Oh,
JL.
that's his name, Pat My Groin.
And JL, that's very, very disrespectful. But right now, Vampire Kaval, he's...
Why is it disrespectful? He wouldn't hear me. He's dead.
Well, I'm not going to say much more about that subject, as right now, Vampire Kaval taking chase after Pat McGroin. Is that Mickey McNelson? I can't tell from this vantage point.
And the other guy isn't going to hear me either, that vampire guy. He's in prison.
Yeah, I know. You say it about everybody. They were in prison for terrible wrestling, but we're doing Chuck and Jimmy's All-Stars right now, JL.
I know, and I'm thrilled about this because I get to see my favorite, Mickey McNelson. The guy is a national treasure. Why he doesn't have a statue somewhere is beyond me, Chuck.
As right now, Mickey McNelson going to work outside of the ring on Vampire Kaval. And a knife edge chop to Vampire Kaval. And what is he doing outside the ring here?
It doesn't matter. It's good. You know it is. Whatever he's doing, it's good.
The referee, I will say, the referee should have been making his count.
Okay. I do realize you booked this because you booked all these ones with the weird lights in the ring. I already know this, and you can deny it all you want. I don't care. You're the one that hired these referees, and they're all crap, Chuck.
More misinformation from JL is right now. Right now, it's hard. Vampire Kaval with the Ace Crusher on Mickey McNelson. He may have it here. He rolls him over, and he's not going to go for the cover, I guess. Instead, that might be a mistake on the part of Vampire Kaval. And what could he have in mind here? Split leg moonsault. He just about lands on his head, JL.
You know what that's called, Chuck? That's called let me get all my crap in to impress the family watching from the bleachers. I'm going to tell you right now, Chuck, it's guys like that that's ruining wrestling. We need more treasures like Mickey McNelson. You know that, I know that, and everybody else out there knows that too, but everybody else is afraid to say it.
As right now, Mickey McNelson has the advantage on Vampire Kaval.
Of course he did. This idiot bounced off the ropes and hit himself in the face.
Vampire Kaval should have went for the cover after that Ace Crusher, but now Vampire Kaval still in the match nonetheless, hits the ropes. Mickey McNelson takes him down with the sidewalk slam.
Beautifully executed, beautifully.
Yes, indeed it was. And now Mickey McNelson, he probably should have went for the cover on Vampire Kaval right there, but he was close to the ropes, and now he has him, and he suplexes him over.
That's a nice tight whip suplex, too. I like that. It was quick and to the point. Got the job done.
Yes, indeed. And Mickey McNelson now, he needs to put together some type of pinning combination to put away Vampire Kaval, but he's working him over. And Vampire Kaval, he's in trouble.
Okay, here's the problem with you kids when back in the day. You were all eating the pixie sticks that are full of sugar. You guys were eating 7 pounds of sugar every day before you get in the ring. He's going to have to beat the hell out of him to keep him down, Chuck, because those sugar rushes just keep going.
Vampire Kaval with the version of the reverse DDT on Mickey McNelson, but he only gets a 2 count.
That was pretty close. I was uncomfortable there, Chuck.
I'm sure you were, as right now Vampire Kaval could be closing in on victory here. And he takes him down with the sliced bread. That could be it right there. But both men are down. Vampire Kaval unable to capitalize.
so far, not so bad. I'm actually enjoying this, and it seems like it's familiar for some reason, Chuck.
Well, JL, I have no idea what you're talking about, as right now, Vampyre Kaval setting up Mickey McNelson, and another ace crusher. He has Mickey McNelson down.
It seems like we've seen this before, but I don't remember this part.
But JL, we've never seen this before, as right now, Vampyre Kaval is distracted outside the ring by Sheamus McNelson. And that's given Mickey McNelson time to recover. Wait, Pat McGroin just threw his cane into, and Mickey McNelson hits Vampyre Kaval with that cane behind the back of the referee.
That's good solid work there, Chuck. When you gotta cheat to win, that's the way you do it.
And he scoops him up. He takes him in the corner, and he power slams him down. That Oklahoma Stampede shades of Dr. Death Steve Williams, and it gets the victory for Mickey McNelson here this week on the first edition of Chuck and Jimmy's Outlaw Mud Show. And now, Sheamus McNelson attacking Vampyre Kaval.
And that's the way it needs to be. When you win dirty, you gotta treat your opponent like the floor, like a welcome mat, Chuck. Wipe your muddy shoes off on him.